a brand new season of the IPL and a new team for you to manage. What are you most excited about when it comes to this role?
Well, I'm most excited about a new fresh start. It's all and now, as of today, it all sort of starts to come together. The retention lists, having been finalised last night. It's well documented with what I've done with Punjab, and only retaining the two uncapped players means we go into the auction with the biggest purse by a long way. So we've got the ability to put pretty much a whole squad of players together. A couple of new coaching staff obviously come in as well. And the main and most important thing for me with this role now is making the whole franchise different, making it look different from the outside, making the results on field look different, have people talking about us as a team and us as a franchise in a different way. I want us to be the most dynamic and most entertaining group of players and franchise in the IPL. And so it's over to me now once we start to strategise exactly the way we want to go in the auction and the players that we really want to target. We'll look at bringing in new leaders as well, and obviously with overseas talent being out there, we saw some of the overseas releases last night. There's a lot of really good players to choose from, and we have to make sure and ensure that we bring the right people inside our tent that are going to change the way that Punjab have gone about their cricket for the last few years.
For the Chennai Super Kings, do you see Dhoni continuing to play that mentor-player role, or do you see his role evolving to something else this season?
No, I think it'll be 2 seasons ago, he probably had his worst season, but then last year again, he bounced back into really impacting some games like the MS Dhoni of old. So, no, I think he'll be exactly the same. Look, they might not get him through the whole season. They might think about leaving him out for a game and resting him up for a game here and there, just to make sure that they're getting the best out of him. And we shouldn't forget that he's been injured at the last couple of seasons as well and hasn't been able to perform at his absolute best. So, any team that he's in, whether he's captain or not, he's always going to be a mentor and a leader around that group. Whether he's playing, whether he's sitting on the sidelines, that's just who he is. So, and that's why I think he's so important to Chennai, is for that leadership that he brings on and off the field. So he's crucial to them for sure.
A word on his ability to be able to play for so long. What about his game has impressed you the most?
Yeah, look, I'm always impressed about longevity. And I've said it, and I'm on record saying it before. The best players are the ones that are able to maintain such a high level for a long time. You have guys that pop up and they'll dominate for a couple of seasons, whether it's a couple of seasons of Test cricket where they excel, or a couple of seasons of IPL, or a couple of Cricket World Cups. But the best players in the world and the best players that have ever played the game are the ones that can do it year in, year out, for 10, 12, 14 year careers, and find a way to seemingly change and get better and improve every year. MS, as I said, I thought a couple of years ago probably was starting to tip off a little bit, but last year we certainly saw that his latter order batting, and that's the other thing, it has got a lot later in the innings now. He's actually batting the last 20 balls of an innings now, but still showing that he can make a big impact on the game doing that.